Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 here, back again. Let's see, what's new? Well, I suppose one thing, I have some more super alloys. So I've got some stellite there, I've got some inconel that I made, the asteroid lily that I made before, and then we've also got some more stuff. I had to make some more solder. And then I think the invar, yeah, I had to make some more electrum too. And I've used up a bunch of it, so you can probably maybe guess what I've got going on. I've got a little coal guy over there in the windows. That means that the power for this area is going to be good for a while. Something I did do was because I was at like 40 stacks in here, so I turned off the drills, and that seemed to help out with the power usage a lot, so that's good. Let's see. What else did I do? I think I showed you how I redid all of this in the last episode, so not really much to do over there. I did print off these, so that's cool, right? So I've got some rocket stuff. We're going to try figuring that out today. That's what I'm going to go for anyways. We'll see. You can see there's also some additional color in there. So we're using purple for just mixed gases. And that's because I brought a nitrogen line down. So I could increase the pressure inside the furnace without actually increasing the temperature. So for those alloys that need like super high pressure but like super low temperature, I can now do that. So that's good. Let's see what else. Power here has been really, really good. So that's good. And I got a couple more little updates in here. There's still no atmosphere in here. But yeah, so I got all of the pipes going all the way across the ceiling now, and I connected up our nitrous oxide one. So that one is going through there, doing its thing. So I've got it on both sides. So if I need gases for whatever reason, I've got it. I also tried putting in these things, expansion valve and a condensation valve. The goal was to try to get some of the gases which are now in here. And you can see it's not really doing a thing. CO2 is going up for some reason, but my liquid CO2 is increasing as well. So I'm not actually sure what's going on there. But yeah, so I'm just leaving those open, and you know, whatever they do, they do. It does have like little valves inside of here. So you can see there's a valve there and there's another valve there. So I don't know how that's going to affect anything, or if it's going to like help this stuff out. Wait, condensation is happening in the pipe, what? Well, that's not good. That's going to increase the stress. We don't want that. So I suppose what I can do is I can heat this up. Oh, that's already hot. Okay, never mind. Can I heat this one up? Yeah, that one's like really, really cold. So let's turn that on with the temperature in here up a little bit, which should help with condensation. It is a lot to heat up though, especially considering that I've got everything kind of coming from out here, which is, you know, really, really cold. So I think I might need another valve in here, because otherwise I'm going to try heating up the stuff that's out there, which is just going to cool it, and it's just not great. Or I could just close this thing off, right? I mean, I got that valve. So that will heat up this, right? Good. Okay, so some of the condensation is gone already, so that's good. So we'll just let that run for a little bit. I think it'll be fine. And once that is up to like a sufficient temperature, we'll turn on all the filters, and yeah. Let's see. So I suppose the only thing that I could really do now, I mean, other than keeping an eye on the temperature inside of there so it doesn't heat up too much. I mean, I got all the stuff, right? So, I don't know. Hang on, I'm gonna open up the door to the room. It's a little warm in here. Computer's been running for a little bit, so it's probably like 80 in this room and then like 73 in the rest of the house. Yeah, I can already feel the cool breeze coming in, so that's good. All right, so I did extremely little research on this. I know if I want to get gases, I need a silo, and I need a coupling module, and I also need this automated rocket thing so I can do something. Honestly, I have no idea what any of this stuff does or what it's gonna. Oh wow, that is Wow, that is huge. I did not realize it was that big. Okay. Placement requires a modular rocket piece below? What? Holy crap, dude. Why is this so huge? Dude, I'm gonna need, like, more... Wow. Yeah, let me... let me make some more stuff. I'm gonna need a lot more of these things, steel frames. So I'll make some of those. I'm gonna need a bunch of these steel sheets, which I printed off a bunch of. Probably also gonna need these plastic sheets. I was looking into the rocket stuff to see like what it would take. So yeah, so plastic sheets and then electronic parts, which I haven't made yet. But yeah, steel sheets, plastic sheets, electronic parts. So that's why I printed off a bunch of those. But we're gonna need more space. This thing is huge. Okay, so next thing, frame. There we go. And then we'll just make a bunch of these things, I guess. I'll start off with these two and just kind of let it print for a little while. Yeah, we're gonna need more space. Like, this has to go out like another 2 at least, I think. So that can go there, that can go there. Could have welded those up, I suppose. Alright, more of this, please. Thank you. Alright, and then we can toss that for now. Throw this thing over here, throw this thing over here. We're just going to put like one plate onto each one. So there's one. And it's just so I can stand on it. There we go, and then that can go there. Good to go. Which means I'm gonna need to make more frames, so that's cool. Or sorry, more sheets. Okay. 9, is that gonna be enough? That might be enough. Hang on. Before I waste any more steel. I mean, I did print off like another 200, so it's not super critical. Yeah, but 9 should be enough to finish this off. So there's that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, so we have a couple extras. So if I need more room, I've got it. All right, so there's that, there's that. No. Okay. So that gives me a little bit more space. So if we go back to this rocket silo thing, right? That needs to be, it has a modular rocket piece below it. Okay, so what about this rocket automation thing? Oh no, I have to build this in like stages? What? Because that looks like the top of a rocket, right? Or is this... hang on. Do I need an engine in here? I think I need an engine in here. I'm just guessing. I have no clue. But I'm gonna place these back down over here, so that way they can just kind of chill. Here we go.
Air tank low.
Oh, okay. Let's fill up the air tank while we go, but this thing is gonna take like a long time to fill up, so I'm just gonna start throwing all of this stuff back in there. So is the engine like the bottom part, and then like you need a silo? I mean, if I'm understanding it correctly, which I could completely not be, I think we're actually building the rocket parts like in stages, right? So you would start at the bottom of the rocket, which is like the rocket itself. So yeah, so we would need like an engine, then we would need a fuel tank, because that would hold all the stuff, and then we would need... Wow, is it just going to build a huge rocket? Oh my goodness, this is going to be insane. So rocket engine, right? So we need to make that. That requires more stellite, which I then have to make. Okay, that's fine. We can make some. Okay, so that can go there. air tank, right? Yes. There we go. There's my air. Why? Oh. I don't have any oxygen left. That is an issue. Okay. We have to fix that very, 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 very quickly. Okay, so let's turn off all of this stuff. Alright, I need to go this way, and then my little mining hole is here. Oh, and I replaced my helmet with the normal one again because the other bigger helmet kind of like restricted my view. Okay, so that's nitrice, that is uranium, which I could just mine at this point. We got some volatiles in here. See, we have a big hole which goes farther down. That looks like it could be oxide over there. No, that's nitrice, dang it. We have a lot of coal over here. That is the bottom, down there. We got some iron over here, but that's not really gonna help us out very much. That looks like silicon over there. There we go, there's some oxide. Okay, so we're going to throw on this guy, probably. And then I'm gonna need my drill. And I think I've got this set to floor, so yeah, there we go. Is there any more oxide in here, or was that it? Dude, if that was it, I'm not gonna be very happy. No, there's more oxide there. Okay, good. Some more ice is over here. More oxides. Okay, good. Good. All right. So I'm gonna set this thing back to flatten, and then we'll just kind of dig ourselves a little hole here. More oxides. Good. All right. Lots more oxides. Good. More there. All right. More nitrites. I need like a lot of nitrogen for stuff, so I'm just gonna pick those up as I find them. Okay. What else we got? I need more oxides, please. Oxides over here, or is it all just nitrogen stuff? I mean, I'm not complaining about the nitrogen, of course. Okay, so there's some silicon up there. Doesn't really help us out too much. For some reason, silicon dioxide showed up in my mind. I'm assuming that has something to do with silicon and oxygen, which is why I thought of it, because I'm looking for oxygen, but I found... Oh, what is this? We found another hole. Okay. What's in the hole here? Let me just dig kind of a little pathway around it. Oh, and in case any of you are wondering, I did get my pizza last night, and it was delicious, and I still have a lot left over, so I plan on having that for lunch, probably as soon as this video is done. Okay, so what have we... Oh, that is... Okay, so that's... Oh, no, oh. I almost jumped out of there without my space pack, or, yeah, without my jets on. That would have been terrible. Alright, so we need to make this thing load before we fall through it. There we go. And that is basically at the floor, but we do have some oxides here. Oxides. I'll go and pick up the ones that fell. It's fine. That's some coal right there. Alright, more coal. More oxides. Good. Alright. Okay, so now if I go over here, I should be able to just walk right down here. And if I do one of these things, how come it's not letting me pick it up here like I could up there? Oh, right, because I don't have a backpack on. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Hello? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so we have the oxides now. Alright, and then I can get some more. I just set this thing to default real quick. More oxides. Good. Good. More oxides. Alright. Silicon. There's actually a lot of oxygen in here, which is great. I do have 2 mining bags that I can fill up to the brim if I need to. So that will be good. Is there any more, or is that kind of it? Looks like that might be kind of it. Okay. Alright. Oxides go into my bag. There's actually a lot of oxides in here. Oh, and gold. Nice. I will certainly take all the gold that I can find. More gold. Good. More gold. Alright. More gold. Oxides. Gold. Take some coal too, I guess. Man, there's just like a lot of stuff in here. Actually, let me keep an eye on how much. There we go. That can go there. That'll give me a good idea of how much stuff I can have in here. More oxides up there. Good. Also, how are my levels for stuff? Hunger's good. Water's good. Power's good. Okay. Oxygen, good. Waste tank, good. Alright. Okay. Keep on digging down. Wow, there's even more gold down here. Holy crap, dude. Dude, there's so much stuff. Like, just... There's a lot here. That makes me happy. We're actually right above bedrock too, which is kind of interesting. That's why you see like the weird coloring of the ground here. So if we dig down just a little bit more, we'll be actually at bedrock. And I don't think we can actually dig much farther down than that. Alright, well, I'm going to be digging for a while, so I'm just going to pause it, and we'll come back when I've got either full inventories or I get low on something. So I'll be right back. All right, so we have dug out quite a... Oh, there's even more down here. Okay, I gotta grab this stuff too, sorry. Just ignore me for a second. Okay. So I dug down all the way to the bedrock. I also dug up and around, so this is the cavern that I've pretty much cut out so far. But we are... oh wait, no, I need my jetpack on. Jetpack. There we go. Alright, but we are running low on water. So we gotta go quickly. There we go, and then that's good there. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Oh, there's more oxides right there. Huh. How did I get out of here, actually? Is it that way? I don't remember. This place is too big. Well, we know that we have to go up, right? Ah, there's the entrance. There we go, okay. So that is there, and then we are here. And then I'll just kind of hop down here. There we go. Alright. First things first, as long as I'm here, replace the battery, and then we'll head inside. Good enough. And then water. Eat up the rest of our food. Alright, that'll be good for now. Then, if we take a look at this, this is all the stuff that I got. So we have a lot of oxygen now, so that's good. All of the other stuff in here I'm just going to store.
Low pressure.
Oh, whoops.
Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
Sorry.
Temperature critical.
Sorry. Okay, so that can go in there, 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 and that can go in there, and then all the rest of this oxygen stuff can be thrown into the ice crusher over here. Okay, and then we need to turn that on, and then we need to turn this on, and then what is the temperature inside this pipe now? Is it good? Oh, it's 166 in there. Oh, okay. That's a little much, but fine. Okay, so that's doing its thing. So now, ice crusher. First, take that, and then I have to monitor this to make sure that it's not making... Like, I'm basically looking for stress on the pipe, which is at 0% right now, so that's good. And then also watching this over here to make sure that doesn't go into the red. Yeah, so... Did it just burst the pipe somewhere? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. Stress is very low, so that's good. And that's the extra heat inside the pipe doing that, so that's good. Alright. Not much in the way of stress in the pipe, so that's good. So now we just got to worry about the pressure. Supposedly, this can handle quite a bit. Alright. Guess I'll just keep loading it in there then. Now the one thing that we don't want to do is have the temperature drop down too low, so I'm going to turn that back on to keep the temperature up. If it drops too low, then the ice will try to become a liquid, which we don't want, so yeah. Alright. More oxygen. No stress in the pipe, so that's good. Pressure is well within the green. I think we're doing okay so far. So did they change like how much pressure you could put inside these things? because I think I've got this thing set to, what, 25 or something? Yeah. So once the inside pressure reaches 25,000, which honestly is going to be like there, like how far can we go up on this thing? I don't know. But I need to keep it under that 25K. Okay, now that should be getting us oxygen, good. So I'll just kind of let that do its thing for a little while. And then I had to make stellite, right? Yeah, so how do I do that? Stellite. Silver, silicon, and cobalt. Okay, I think I can handle that. Yes, cycle please. All right, let me. We'll do this. I'm just gonna clean up what's inside the room there real quick. Sir. Thank you. Here we go. There we go. Super fast cleanup. It's like a vacuum cleaner. It's amazing. And I don't know if it actually takes any power either. Okay, so now that I've got that, let's open this guy back up. All right, so we've got the lead there, we've got the silver here, we've got some nickel there, uranium, some more nickel, more cobalt. Okay. So this required cobalt and silver in equal measures, and then twice that for the silicon. Okay. So if we take 50 of this, I'm gonna need 50 silver, which all of that is in here, so that's cool. There we go. Also, you don't need to be holding on to you. Okay, so there's our silver. We'll throw this in here. We'll change this to 50, which is what we want. Gives us a single stack of 50. And then we need 100 silicon. I think that's over here, right? Yeah. I don't have 100 silicon. Wait, yes I do. In here. No, that's copper. This one is silicon. There we go. Yeah, we got 19 stacks in here, so I just need 2 stacks. 1, 2. Good. Alright, so there is that. There is that. And now we can go and make our stellite. You can turn off for now. Okay. So first things first, I have this draining on 1 liter, and that brings the pressure very, very low. So we'll drop that down to 0. We need a lot of pressure for this stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of load this stuff up. And then there is, oh wait, no, is that steel? Oh, I almost put steel in there, that would have been bad. Need silver, not steel. All right. And then this thing, we just need that to go all the way back up to 500. Oh yeah, and we can put this steel back in, right? Yeah. There we go. Turn that on. Throw that in there. There we go. Wait, no, we did have silver. Wait, what? So why do I have steel in there? That doesn't make a lot of sense. We got steel there too. So we can put that steel in there. And then this silver. Oh, hey. Wait, no. Why did that get set back down to 50? What? I'm confused. Okay, so that's steel, right? Yes. We will turn this off. And then this thing just needs to go down to 50. There we go. It's an easy way to set it. Turn it on. There we go. There's our 50 silver. All right. Then we'll head back in here. Door closed and in. All right, good. There we go. So that is our cobalt. Wait, I just saw, wait, whoa, 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 hey, what are you doing? What happened? I'm so confused. Why did you break, sir? Can I not take you out, sir? 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 Work with me here. Okay, it highlighted it before, but now it's just not even doing anything. Okay. So you're gonna make me take out the window. Okay, there's the window. I didn't want to do this because then that's just gonna do a thing. I need to put that back. Okay. Now I need a tube, insulated tube. So why did that break? Very confused right now. Okay, anyways, I don't have time to worry about that right now. So, okay, so it's got the cobalt and the other stuff. We're gonna throw in some of this loveliness, light it up. Okay, so that'll get our temperature going, and that'll start processing all of our things. And then that can go in there, and then that can go in there, and then that will process all of that. We need our temperature to be 1.8K, okay. No, what happened? Why is everything breaking? There's no output here, right? Output 0? Yeah, output is 0. Okay, pause, hang on, slow down. What, why? Why are you breaking? Oh, it's too cold. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, hey. There's some pure liquid carbon dioxide. Great. That thing is still on, right? Okay, so what else is bursted here that we have so much cloud in here? I mean, this thing should be, like, warm, right? 20.7, yeah, that's warm enough, right? So what else? What else is... Okay, so now it cleared up. Okay, I'm very confused right now. We have lots of stuff in here that we don't want in here. It is very, very cold in here, apparently. So that's cool. Just gonna suck everything out of the air. As much as we can anyways. Okay, so that got too cold. Now what? Everything is breaking. Why is everything breaking? Because carbon dioxide got in there and it wasn't supposed to be in there. So that didn't backfeed, did it? No, this is closed. Okay, so let me just... Is it because I closed that? Is that the reason why? I don't know. Yeah, so I gotta go in there and fix stuff, and yeah, I'm just gonna pause because we're just wasting time right now. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I think we're good back here again. All right, so we're gonna bring this thing back up. I do have this draining a little bit because I need to get some of this heat into there to warm up the room a little bit. At least that's the hope. So I replaced all the burst pipes. There were 2 in there and then the one over here. So that was done. And then I don't think there's any more burst pipes over here. Like, what I need is atmosphere in here. So we're gonna turn this, well, hold on. Let me make sure that I have no atmosphere in here first. I do have an atmosphere in here, okay. Okay, so apparently we're pulling stuff from somewhere, but that's fine. Don't care. It's coming from somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but we'll turn this back on, which should start pressurizing the room. And then if we're pressurizing the room, that gives this a little bit of heat to heat up stuff. Yeah, so that's okay. So Pressure, good. We like pressure. How are we doing here? Okay, so we have temperature. We need more pressure. Okay. So what we need is so this is the update that I did. So it's pumping in a little bit of nitrogen into the furnace. And that should hopefully help the pressure get up there without sacrificing too much. That's dropping fairly quickly. Not terribly. And then also, you do not need to be on. How are we doing here? You're at 1.5 megapascals. Okay. How are we doing in here? No stress, negative. Wow, really, really cold in there. That's fine though. Alright, so we will throw in some more of this nitrice. Yeah, and that's going to stress it because it makes nitrous oxide, which, you know, liquefies at these temperatures. So, not great, but manageable. And then I just need more nitrogen, basically, in here. Make sure I don't run out. And I just burst something else. Where, how, why, what? Burst? Wait, are we, what? I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, now it's not doing anything, so no idea. Anyways, we'll throw in this last one. Okay, so 5 megapascals, that should be fine. Temperature's going up, which is good. Alright, so that should hopefully keep everything kind of where it needs to be, I guess. I don't see any burst pipes or anything around here, so that's good. How are you doing? You're white. Okay. So we're at 16.917, and we need 10 megapascals. Okay, so then I should be able to make this right now, right? No. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we'll do that. How much? Ooh, we are almost out of fuel. That's not good. All right, and then we needed, how much? 1.8, so we need a lot of heat. Okay, that's not breaking or anything, right? No. Looks like that's just heat coming out, so that's kind of doing its thing. Let me turn this off for now and see if that helps with our temperature. Kinda, sorta. We're gonna need more fuel. So we'll start that on. That should hopefully put out a little bit more. Good. Okay. This is set to what, like 100? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have pressure, and then we just need to wait on temperature. Might have put in a little bit too much nitrogen.
Power low.
Okay, I'll let that run, I think. Then again, it is going up kind of fast. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, actually. Let me put that out to 2. Now, I've got a lot of protections in here, so like this thing is only going to put out 2,500 pascals, and then that tank, the first tank that takes the most heat, is also low pressure. I think it was like 3,200. So hopefully that will help. Okay, so we're still increasing temperature, so that's good. Now we're at 1K and it's going slower. Okay.
Hunger caution.
Why do you keep bugging me with all of these things? Oh, and water too. Okay. Hopefully things don't explode while I go take care of these things. Okay, there's your power. And here's your water. And there's your food. Are you happy now? There we go. So this needs to go here. Okay. Ooh, we need a little bit of power. Okay. There you go. Alright. Let's see how this thing is doing. Did anything explode? Nothing has exploded yet. Good. We're at 1.17. Yeah, I think I put in too much nitrogen in here. It's going to have a hard time getting up to temperature. Might be easier to start from scratch. So, right. Let me turn that off. This can build up some stuff. It's not actually building up anything, which means that we're probably out of hydrogen now. If I had to guess. Yeah, we're basically empty. Okay. Good to go. Let me turn that off for now. We're gonna have to throw some volatiles in there. And that's gonna mix with the oxygen and potentially explode. But it is really, really cold, so maybe it'll be fine. One way to find out, right? Let me, like, do half of this. Oh, shit. Do not put the volatiles in the room, please. So, oxygen and hydrogen, if mixed at the appropriate, whatever, mixtures inside of a pipe at a certain temperature will explode. At least that's what I have read. And I do not want to test it, so we'll just say that that is true. And that, like, barely did anything. Which is weird. Yeah, we put some volatiles in the room, which is not great. Temperature in the room is at 14 degrees C, though, so that's good.
Air tank low.
Oh, come on. That's annoying. Okay, how are you doing? You're losing temperature and pressure. Okay. Alright. So we'll turn that off for now. Keep whatever pressure I can inside of there. It's annoying. Alright. Lots of oxygen. Good to go. Okay, now can I please continue doing what I was doing without you always interrupting and making things more difficult on me? Alright, so I'm going to throw in some more volatiles because we need it to make more fuel. Temperature is okay. I'm just going to throw in a full stack of 50. Hopefully nothing explodes. Looks like nothing exploded, so that's good. Okay, looks like we're still okay. Good. Pressure is going up, stress is staying down, temperature is staying low. Okay, I think that's good. And then you need to be mixing still. Okay, so we're at 500. Okay, so that is mixing, good. Pressure is way down. Okay, so let's get the temperature back up. And then what does the pressure have to be? 10 megapascals, okay. So we're already there on the pressure, we just need to be there on the temperature. And I suppose I could potentially increase this. Oops. And that would burn a little faster. It's not really doing much for me though. It's just raising... Yeah, no. We'll put that down there. Yeah, it raised up the pressure really fast. Holy crap, dude. Why? Why? How are we doing over here? Are you guys, like, not dying in there? I can't tell if anything's moving or not, but it doesn't look like anything's dying. So that's good, I think. 1.35K. We're also at really, really, really high pressures, though. Okay, so we'll turn that off. Try to get the pressure back down. Vent some of the pressure. It's probably also going to have an adverse effect on the temperature as well, which is unfortunate. And then, let me see, what is the temperature coming out of here? Negative 14C. Okay, and then temperature going in there is 800 to 900C. Okay, and then the temperature coming out here is at negative 15. Okay, so this is basically not doing anything here. Well, no, this is just equalizing the temperatures in between the two. Okay, I mean, it seems to be working. And we have volatiles in the room, which is not great. Yeah, I'll have to flip that thing on and cycle through the air again once all of this stuff is kind of working. Oh, man. Do I have this thing still on? Okay, can we... I mean, I suppose we don't really need the heat on right now, right? Okay, but we are getting more volatiles, so throw that in there. Okay. That is doing okay in here. Okay, good. It's mostly volatiles in there right now. Okay, and then this thing should still be mixing. Right, good. And it is going up. Okay. Okay, so pressure is not doing so hot. Is pressure? No, pressure is going down. Okay. And then I have to see what, like I should probably move this over to here so I can see what the pressure is on the other side of the pipe. I mean, it's not hard to do that. I could do that real quick. Just need to be able to, like, monitor this thing, you know? Where is this? Thank you. Alright. And then I need the drill to remove this guy. What do you mean it doesn't have a... It's always something. Always something. This is like the one tool that doesn't have like a rechargeable battery in it. So that's always fun. Hey, can you let me in, please? Thank you. All right. Temperature's up to 19C in here. All right, so now we can remove this thing. Dropped like a ton of bricks, man. All right, so this has to be... There we go. It goes up there like that. Pressure regulator, and then we have to set the pressure to... 2500, okay, and then we need to snip this guy. There we go. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, apparently we're... I'm not sure what's going on there. Either that's a lot of heat that we're putting off or something else. Alright, so how are we doing? Okay, so we're at 2.5 megapascals in there. We have a lot of volatiles in there, which is terrifying. Maybe that's because whatever's in this pipe is also showing up in this pipe. And considering that that's at 104C, yeah, that's an issue. We need a valve quickly. I need to prevent anything that I'm putting into the ice from backfeeding into the other stuff. Do I have anything in here? I do not. This is like all the stuff from the ship, so I could disassemble it. Okay, so I need a valve. Valve? No, you're... okay. It's terrifying. Valve, kit, pipe, valve, good. Iron and copper. Okay, so there's our iron. There's some copper. Make me one, please. Okay, you can turn off. Where are we at? 51 minutes in the video, and I still haven't made Stellite yet. Well, this was supposed to be me playing around with the rockets, but apparently the game had other ideas for me. Okay, so we are going to take off this guy here. That is not the right one. There we go. Okay, so we will take that. And then this will go here. I need a one-way valve for gas. Okay, so that should prevent any stuff from backing into this and then backing into the room, which is very, very hot right now. It's terrifying, actually. Oh, I thought that was clouds or something. Okay. How are we doing? Are we... okay, so volatiles are going down. Good. Good. Looks like everything's kind of going down. But the most important thing was that the volatiles go down, because I don't want anything to explode in the pipe. Okay. Now, how are we doing over here? Like, what is going on? Can we make the stellite yet? I just want to make the stellite, man. Okay, so we're still dropping the pressure. I think I kind of need to start from like nothing just to get the temperature up high enough, fast enough, and then whatever I need for the pressure, I'll do with the nitrogen after. And then how are you doing? You're at 1.1 megapascals, good. How are we doing on our oxygen? Still above, and this is about 28 kilopascals, okay, good. So that's good for now. We'll turn off the gas mixing to try to save some of our volatiles and stuff. My goodness. I'm just glad that things didn't explode. Because especially like in this section of pipe where it's like really, really hot, appropriate mix of volatiles and oxygen and that would have exploded, which would have probably done a lot of damage. Okay, so now that is like sucking in all of the heat and then throwing it out over here somewhere. Yeah, over there. Okay. Okay, how are we doing here, there, bud? Let me check the pressure differential between the two here. So we got 23 megapascals. Wow, that is a lot of pressure in that pipe. And we got less than 2.5 over there, so that's kind of what we want. So then as these things go through and clean out stuff, okay, good. Volatiles is almost down to 0, which is good. And then with the one-way in there, that'll prevent anything like that I'm crushing in the ice from back feeding through here, and then going all the way through there, and then feeding through all of these, and then getting back to here. Because this is very hot, and I don't want that to explode. So, and also, I think some of these things are not siphoning out. 49%, 44%, okay. 43, 46, 34, 100, 93, 93 on both, okay. CO2 is good, and then oxygen is also good. Okay. I mean, everything seems to be working. I don't know what's going on in here. Yeah, no idea. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, so we're at 51 degrees inside of there. We're at 25 degrees in the room. Man. Okay. How are we doing on pressure here? Okay, is that enough? Or should I... You know what, let's try it. I just want to get some stellite made before this goes too crazy. Okay, so we'll turn that back on, light it up. We should hopefully get better temperatures, and hopefully we won't reach our max pressure as quickly. And then also this needs to keep dropping. Okay, it is good. Good. Okay. I think we're okay now. 1.2, but we're already up to 14 megapascals. This is going to be awkward, I think. Yeah, we're already up way high. And we're not even at the temperature yet. Why? Why? Dang it. Are we going to make it to 1.8 before we hit the red? Probably not, let's be honest. So I need to increase that to drop the pressure down. But as soon as I start dropping the pressure down, so does the temperature also drop. So this is just... Yeah, no, this is dangerous right now. We're at 1.62. Not quite there, though. 1.6, yeah, this has got to stop. Okay. And we'll increase that a little bit more. Okay, we stopped just below the red. But now we're not gaining any heat either, and that is now white hot. Dang it. Why? Why? Okay, so we're basically at an hour, and I have failed to make stellite. Not really much I can do at the moment. I'm gonna go check on the Stirling generators. I'll let this thing kind of empty itself, and then we'll try again from scratch once it is completely evacuated. That is annoying. I just want to make rockets, man. I just want to make rockets. Alright, how are we doing for temperature in here? It's probably going to be really hot. Yeah, 115 in here. It's a little warm. Okay, how are we doing on pressures, though? Okay, so that's well within acceptable limits. That's also within acceptable limits. This is actually working quite well. Look at that fan spin. That's amazing. And this one is kind of spinning, and this one is not spinning. Which, you know, kind of expected, but... that is what it is, but operating pressures are not anywhere near 10K, so that's good. But yeah, I think stepping this down in stages works out really, really well. Like, I don't think this one ever gets anything to do, unfortunately. But, you know, it seems to be working. Just make sure that this first one that gets, like, the hottest air is doesn't have a lot of pressure in the tank. Just make sure of that, because that will just break things. Okay. So that's doing a thing. It's apparently warm in here. Did it go up? It did go up. Look at that thing go. Amazing. But I need this thing to be cooling off the area, which is, you know, it's trying. Alright. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I have failed to do rockets. But we had a couple explosions that we had to fix, and then we had to make more stellite, and then I failed at making stellite because reasons. And then this is off-gassing. This should also be off-gassing. Not off-gassing, but radiating heat. Yeah, so we'll just leave that there for now. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Another one to come soon. I need food though, so I'm gonna go get some food, eat some more of that pizza that I got, and then yeah, when I don't know if I'm gonna like film making the stellite. I just want it to be done, you know. But there's not really much I can do there. So let me just take a sip of water. Stop everything from yelling at me. Here we go. Are we happy? Sort of happy? Alright. Anyways. All I got for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, tune in for the next one. Yeah, that's all I got. Have a good one.